Ahava, blessings, happy full moon in the sign of Cancer. I am Aurea. I am an ordained Magdalene priestess, a Reiki master, energy and sound healer. And in this video, we are going to talk about the energies of this Cancer full moon. We are going to do a mantra and a sound activation, and we're also going to do a movement meditation. Why? Because our nervous system and are completely dysregulated right now with all of the chaos and the suffering and the fires and everything that is going on. We are a bit, or a lot, dysregulated. And the problem with our nervous system being dysregulated is that it makes it harder for us to think clearly. It makes it harder for us to align to our soul, to receive the messages, because there is no emotional clarity. If there is no emotional clarity, what happens is the energy becomes distorted. So we all have a tree of life template. We all have an energetic framework. That's what the tree of life template is in Kabbalah, for our physical vessel. And when the energy flows the way it needs to, the way it unimpeded flow of creation, what happens is we can align our own personal, the mayim, our own personal waters of creation to the higher waters of creation, the shemayim. Why am I talking of creation and of water? Cancer is a water sign. Cancer is the Great Mother. Cancer is the constellation through which we are incarnated into the physical realm. And right now, 2025 is bananas already. And there's a reason why it's bananas already. It's bananas already because this acceleration, this timeline shift, this ascension is happening. It's done. So as it is done, it's a done deal, we're already in the fifth dimensional frequency. We must shake off, purify, alchemize anything that is not aligning with this higher frequency. Because it is simply like, if we look at gardening, let's use that as an example. In order to plant fresh seeds into fertile ground, the ground must be tilled. The leaves must be shaken. The dead leaves, the dead fruits, the dead buds must be stripped from the trees in order to make way for new growth. This is what is happening. This is the birthing process of this fifth dimensional frequency, this higher frequency, the earth and us as a humanity are ascending to, and it's happening simultaneously. It's already a done deal, and our physical experience is still in the process of shifting, which is why there is so much turmoil, so much chaos. So there's multiple ways of addressing this, because we can get caught up in the fear, in the lack, in the separation, in the blame, in the shame, in the guilt, in the bullshit. We can absolutely get caught up in that because the media is bombarding us with all of that. Actually, and it may even be on our social media timelines. So there are energies that profit off of, and false prophets. I just heard that. So there are energies that profit and profitize destruction and chaos and etc. and fear in order to control you. When we are dysregulated and our emotions are all over the place, we have no mental clarity, we cannot sleep, we are in anguish, we are in fear, we are easily controlled and manipulated. It's simply the way the human being is wired on this plane. So now more than ever, it is so important to regulate ourselves. Focus on you. And as you're focusing on you, as you're feeding yourself with the infinite light of creation, as you are clearing away the veils, because this is what's happening. The veil is being stripped away. And some of us are not liking what we see. Some of us are being told or are being shown how we've arrived to this perspective, this particular point in this timeline. And we may not want to hear it. We may not want to see it. But we are still in the cycle of Tevet, which is about seeing clearly, seeing with the true sight, and about fine-tuning and refining and aligning and choosing our alignment and maintaining that, cultivating and nourishing that neutrality and that heart-centeredness. Because it is in the heart that we will more fully align with our soul, align with our light, align with the divine. If we are not heart-centered, if we are in the 3 lower chakras of control, of scarcity, of lack, of limitation, if we are in these lower frequencies, we're going to perpetuate more of that. And that is not what we are. It's not what we are here to do. We're here to reveal our light. We're here to embody, to feel, to nourish, to align with the light of the divine, and to share that light. This is the purpose of this human experience. It is to the experience, the whole game of humanity was to forget our oneness so that we could remember and come back to our oneness, come back to our infinite self, our true essence, which is the essence of creation. So I want to make sure I don't miss anything. So I spoke about purification, threshold of a transformation that's already a done deal, healing, alignment with mission, veil being lifted, seeing with the true sight, discernment. We need mental and emotional clarity in order to truly receive the messages and take action on them, because this moon is at 23 degrees, which is a number 5, which is about self-mastery and about taking divine action. So we are, I covered it. Don't give up. Don't fall prey to the fear. Don't do it. Don't do it to yourself. If you know that something triggers you and makes you sad, all you need to do is come back. It's okay to feel it, because we do need to feel whatever is coming up. Wherever we are seeing it, wherever we are being triggered, it's important to feel it. Feel it, recognize it, acknowledge it, and then come back to your heart. Come back to your heart. Remember who you are. Remember your true essence. You are infinite light. You are love. You are co-creating your reality. So the timeline you wish to be in, that's the timeline you're creating. That's the timeline you're creating with your actions. That's the timeline you are creating with your thoughts. If you are vibrating at a specific frequency, that's what you are birthing into being. So we must maintain our alignment as pure, as aligned to the light as possible. And some of us don't want to see it, some of us don't want to do it, and that's cool, and you're probably not listening to me or hearing me speak if that's the case. And again, we don't judge, we observe. And that is the hardest thing to do, to develop and cultivate the neutrality, to observe other beings perhaps not being as loving and kind as maybe they should be. But that's the big should, coulda, woulda always gets you in trouble, because we don't know what their soul mission is. Maybe their soul mission is to be an antagonist. Maybe their soul mission is to show us the frequency we don't want, to embody the frequency of greed, of control, of manipulation, so that we can choose differently. Because this is a game. It's hard to say that it's a game, but it's an agreement. Let's put it this way. It's an agreement we entered into to forget in order to go through the journey and the experience of remembering and coming back into unity with your true essence, which is your soul, which is the divine. So, what are we going to do? We are going to do 1, 2, 3 practices. We are going to do a movement going within and nourishing your inner world, your home, the vessel for your soul. We are going to align with the mem, which is the frequency of the water element, in order to bring healing, purification, transformation, wisdom, because water is wisdom, water is creation. The mem, the Aramaic frequency of mem, is very powerful. So we're going to align with the bait as we're aligning with the mem, and we are going to chant a mantra to align us with the great sea goddess, the great mother goddess that is the waters of creation, Aima Elach Yam, Aima Elach Yam. And I'm thinking that we're also going to do, yes. So we're going to start with the B'Shem Adonai. And I need my drum. Some of you may not have seen me drumming, since I often work with the bowls, the crystal alchemy bowls, but drumming is a sacred practice. There are paintings in Montserrat Abbey in Catalonia that show women priestesses drumming. So the reason I want to start with the B'Shem Adonai is because this is turning into something of a ritual. And I wish to call in the higher frequencies and protection, because we all need protection. And also expansion. This is the Essene Mantra for protection and for expansion. And it's B'Shem Adonai, Yameini Michael, smoli Gabriel, lifanai Uriel, achrorai Rafael, roshi Shekinah, levi Yeshua, levi Miriam, Amen. And the translation is below in the notes. So let's get started. Hold on, let me sing. Fun Take a deep inhale. And exhale. Next, we are going to do the bait. And we're going to put our feet together in the form of a triangle. So our legs in the form of a triangle, feet together in front of us. And we're going to do this mudra. So our hands are together, our thumbs are apart, and the thumbs are going to be pressing against your third eye because we want to bring in wisdom. And then we're going to go as far forward as you can. And in order for me to do this, I must move my crystal bowls. But we're going to do this for about a minute. And as we do this, I'm going to play the instrumental for my the podcast sound activation for the full moon in Cancer. So our feet in a diamond position in front with our feet together, the soles of our feet together. Bending forward as far as you can go. We're going to be here for about a minute. Long, deep breathing. Gently release. Gently release the pose and bring yourself back to an upright position. The next movement meditation aligns us with the Mem, which is the waters of creation. Hands in prayer, opening the heart space like this, and then moving our hands up into the Mem. Hands in prayer above, and then an infinity symbol, an 8, to your sides. So open the heart, bringing it up into the Mem, the waters of creation, and blessing yourself with infinity. Okay? Long, deep breathing. You can have your eyes closed and just allow the flowing energy to align you with the waters of creation, with purification, with healing, with wisdom. Heart up. embodying the Aramaic letters like we did with the Beit and the Mem is very important because it allows the frequency to basically be permeated and imprinted in your field, which allows us to begin consciously co-creating with these frequencies of creation, with healing, with purification, with going within and receiving the wisdom. The next thing we will do is a sound activation and mantra. And for this, we are going to be singing Aima Elach Yam. Aima Elach Yam is Aramaic, and it is the great, translation is the great sea mother goddess. So we are aligning with the waters of creation. We would be aligning with El Shaddai, with the Bina, with the cosmic waters of creation, because we want to bring this energy into our lives so we can purify, alchemize, consciously co-create our reality and come back into alignment with our soul, going back into the waters of creation, so the waters of creation can flow through us, so we can remember that that's where we come from. We come from this infinite sea of creation that we call God, Goddess, Divine, Mother, Father, Alecha, Avun. Doesn't matter what we call Source. Doesn't matter what we call the Divine. It's still that frequency of co-creation, creation that is happening infinitely, the Bereshit, which is the first word of the Genesis. For the sound activation, all we need to do is be open to receive. The mantra is Aima Elach Yam. Aima Elach Yam. You can sing it with me. You can just be open to receive and allow the crystalline frequencies of these sound alchemy bowls, these crystal alchemy bowls, to purify, to cleanse, to bring wisdom and alignment. Aima let's send healing to all of those places that need it, whether it's within, whether it's in the external world, allowing ourselves to align with the frequency of healing. The mantra is Ana Elna Refa Nala, and we are asking the divine to please heal, bring healing. Hold on. Deep inhale. As we exhale, allowing the healing to reach us. As we give thanks enjoyed this, give this a thumbs up, subscribe, share, comment below. That really, really helps. I know that this month I did not do a Spanish for the Spanish video for the Cancer full moon. It's simply just a time constraint. If you enjoyed this, of course, share. And that's what I was going to say. If you want a more in-depth sound activation and a more in-depth energetic update, you can head to my podcast, and I released those episodes last week, and new ones will be coming this Friday. Have a blessed full moon. Ahava.